blind woman and sold drugs from her residence are indicted on charges of extortion and abduction by the Richland County Grand Jury, and a Gallia man indicted on 17 counts of child molestation will undergo psychiatric evaluation to see if he's competent enough to stand trial. Stay tuned. Newsline 59 is...
You're watching North Central Ohio Television, TV-59, Ashland, Mansfield.
Now, North Central Ohio's longest-running broadcast TV news, weather, and sports. This is Newsline 59.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Here's our top story. A Gallia man indicted on 17 counts of child molestation will be evaluated to decide if he's competent enough to stand trial. 21-year-old Sean Case, who has twice tried to commit suicide while in the Crawford County Jail, will have a psychiatric evaluation that will be paid for by the state Crawford County Common Pleas State, says Judge Nelfer Kimline. He ruled last week. Case was indicted in April on 16 counts of raping children and 1 count of fondling a little girl. Most of the counts carry the specification that Case is a violent sexual predator. That special specification means the charges carry a mandatory life sentence if he is convicted. Another news tonight, a Mansfield man has been sent to prison, pleading guilty to a bill of information, charging him with a pair of robberies. 40-year-old Julius Nesbitt entered the plea during a preliminary hearing earlier this morning in Mansfield Municipal Court. Nesbitt was charged with beating and robbing his supervisor at Church's Chicken last Friday and for a January robbery at Bob's Carpet. The Richland County Prosecutor's Office says Nesbitt was sentenced to 4 years in prison for the January robbery and 9 years in prison for last Friday's incident. In a separate case, 44-year-old Gregory Roerig waived his right to a preliminary hearing in Mansfield Municipal Court on an aggravated arson charge. Roerig is accused of setting a May 8th fire at a 4-unit apartment house located at 543 Park Avenue West. His bond was continued at $10,000. 2 Mansfield men have been indicted on 1 count each of extortion and abduction for allegedly taking over the house of a blind woman and using it as a location to sell drugs. 20-year-old Jason Westerfield and 19-year-old Craig Sutton were among 36 people indicted this week by the Richland County Grand Jury. According to police reports, Westerfield and Sutton were granted permission to stay with the 40-year-old West 4th Street woman, but later took over the home and started selling crack cocaine from the residence. Mansfield police were contacted after the woman was forced from her home in March and was reportedly found several bags of crack, 2 handguns, and a large amount of money during a raid. The homeowner has not been charged in this case. The Ohio Department of Transportation has closed part of Home Road that goes over State Route 309 in Ontario until the safety of the bridge there can be checked out. ODOT officials say a backbone being carried on the tractor-trailer rig struck the Home Road Bridge over 309 Wednesday morning. Officials say 28-year-old Peter Schilling of Akron had pulled out from the former 4th Street Eatery lot and had navigated safely under the 4th Street Bridge across 309, but struck the Home Road Bridge when he drove under it. Schilling drives for McCourt Construction of Akron. He was charged with driving a motor vehicle with excessive height.